Let's take a look at this question again. In one of my videos, I solved using a second method of easily getting a solution to this indices with equation. Now let's solve that again using the log. Now if you take the log of both sides, it's going to be log 3 raised to power y equal to log y raised to power 9. This becomes y log 3 equal to 9 log y. Now, I recall I said this logarithm is in base 10, but if we work with this, it's not going to give us a solution to this problem. So what we do is to take the log to base 3. All we need to do is to write 3 attached to the log as a subscript. This way, we have succeeded in expressing the logarithm in base 3. At this point, log 3 in base 3 is equal to 1. So that makes our left-hand side of the equation to be equal to y, then 9 log y to base 3. In my last video, what I did was to say the base will take up this, and then you have 3 raised to power y equal to 9y. And when you solve, in a way you still get a solution to the answer. But just that at the end of the solution, I did say that y is equal to 3. But y was supposed to be 27. Yeah, that was a little mistake. So let's rectify it with this video. At this point, what do we do? Well, to continue solving this, I would say let the right-hand side of the equation, 9 log y to base 3, be equal to n. Also, let y be equal to, because it's in base 3, 3 raised to power n. Now, if this is possible, I'm going to have this. 3 raised to power n in place of this y equal to 9 log n base 3 in place of the y, 3 raised to power n. So at this point, we're going to have 3 raised to power n equal to 9. The power here, which is n, will come to the side, and then it becomes log 3 to base 3. So at this point, it's easier for us to say log 3 to base 3 is 1. And then we're left with 3 raised to power n equal to 9n. So if n is equal to 1, it will be 3 raised to power 1 equal to 9, which is not equal to. If n is equal to 2, it's going to be 3 raised to power 2 equal to 9 multiply 2, and which is also not equal to, because 3 raised to power 2 is 9, and 9 times 2 is 18. If n is equals to 3, then I'm going to have 3 raised to power 3 equal to 9 multiply 3. And this is the value of what we're looking for. 3 raised to power 3, it's 9. 27 rather. 3 raised to power 3. 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times 27, and 9 times 3 will also give us 27. Now recall in our previous solution step in solving this question, we have said that y is equals to 3 raised to power n. So at this point, we've gotten the value of n as 3. So we're going to substitute this into that equation. Y equal to 3 raised to power n, which gives us y equal to 3 raised to power n is 3. And that gives us a value of 27. which is what we are looking for. So this is how to apply the second method in solving indices of this sort. I hope you catch this solution. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll also apply this method in solving a question that is similar to this. Now, let's assume I have an in questions with indices where you have the base is now 2 raised to power y equal to y raised to power 4. Now, they're similar question, but indices, but different base. Now, here the base is 3, here the base is 2. Here the power is 9, the power is 4. Now let's see, can we apply the same method in solving this question? If we can, it means this method is established tested. Remember the first thing I did? I took the log of both sides. But now, because the base is 2, I'm going to put the log to base 2 and 2 raised to power y equal to log y raised to power 4 and base 2. Now recall this y will come to the side and becomes y log 2 to base 2 equals to same thing here, 4 log 2 log y to base 2. Now recall log 2 to base 2 is 1. So here we'll be left with 1 equal to 4 log y to base 2. Now remember what we did next? We said let 4 log y to base 2 be equal to n. Also, I said let y, which is this y, be equal to 2 raised to power n. If that is it, then in place of y, you're going to have 2 raised to power n equal to 4 log, in place of the y, 2 raised to power n base 2. Now recall this will become 2 raised to power n equals to the 2 comes to the side and become 4 raised to n log 2 to base 2. Now log 2 to base 2 is already 1. So that left is going to leave us with 2 raised to power n equal to 4n. And that is the position we are with here. So let's apply. If n is equal to 1, 2 raised to power 1 will be 4 multiply 1. And that will not be equal to incomplete. It's wrong. If n is equal to 2, that will give us 2 raised to power 2, which is 4 multiplied 2. Again, this will not be equal to because 2 raised to power 2 is 4. And here 4 times 2 is 8. So they are not equal to. If n is equal to 3, this will leave us with 2 raised to power 3 equal to 4 multiplied 3. At the left-hand side of the equation, this is 8, 2 raised to power 3. 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times. But here, it's 12. Again, it's not equal to. So if n is equal to 4, let's see if it's going to give us 2 raised to power 4 equals to 4 multiplied 4. 2 raised to power 4. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 4 times. That's 16. And then the right-hand side of the equation, 4 times 4 is 16. So that's what we're looking for. So here, n is equal to 4. So recall we said, let y be equals to 2 raised to power n. So y will be equals to 2 raised to power n, which is equals to 2 raised to power in place of n, 4. And y gives us 2 raised to power 4. And that's 16, which is what we're looking for. Now, you can check with this, you get what you're looking for, but I'm going to check with this. Let me use the side of the solution sheet. Now, 2 raised to power y, that's the question, is equals to y raised to power 4. Now, we've gotten the value for y to be 16, so 2 raised to power 16 is equals to 16 raised to power 4. Will it give us the same solution? Let's check. Now, this is in indices, can be written as 4 4 times 4 is 16. And this is 16 raised to power 4. 2 raised to power 4. That's 16 raised to power 4. So yes, we've got what we're looking for. So I guess you can solve questions like these all the time. Thanks for watching. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ben Math Lab. Share this video, like, share your comment with me. Tell me how you feel about my video. See you in the next video.